Hi, my name is Waceke Nduati, founder of Centonomy. Welcome to this week's video. I was having a meeting with my colleagues and I said something. I said that if we don't do different things, we will never think differently. And after that, someone came to me and said that was quite profound. And especially as entrepreneurs, a lot of entrepreneurs or people who want to start business wonder, how do I think differently? Well, you're never going to think differently by doing the same thing. The reason people don't think differently is because they're doing the same thing, they're going to the same bar, they're talking to the same people, they're spending time the exact same way, they're reading the same thing, they're listening to the exact same noise on social media and TV and so on. So you won't be able to think differently. But if you want to think differently, if you want to see opportunities differently, if you want to see yourself differently and your potential differently, there are a couple of things you can do. Number one, use your time differently. In our Centonomy classes, one of the exercises we do is make people calculate how much time they're spending watching TV. And people spend up to 3 months a year watching TV. If after work, all you go and do is watch TV every week, every month, every year, don't expect something different to happen in your life. What can you start doing with that time? What can you spend time learning? Where could you go? Different company will enable you to think differently. But if you're talking to the same people, complaining about the same things day in, day out, don't expect magic to happen in your life. We often tell people at Centonomy, avoid the poverty support group. And this is what I mean. A lot of people are out there having conversations about how things are bad, how broke they are, how they'll never get this and that, how it's their employer's fault, how they don't have money. How about having a different conversation? Go and talk to someone you actually admire, someone who's been successful in an area you want to be successful at, and spend time listening to them, listen about their process. I can guarantee you it will make such an impact in your life and be worth your time instead of the normal poverty support group. Lastly, learn something different. I think to be able to think differently and to see yourself and life in a different way, you've got to understand and accept you're a student of life. That's something I've always done. I'm a student of life. I can learn from anybody. Are you in the process of learning? Are you reading a book that teaches you something? Are you having a conversation that teaches you something? Are you surrounding yourself with people that teach you something? Are you hiring people who can teach you something, or are you hiring people who think exactly like you? Are you going and doing a program or a course or attending a seminar, attending a talk where you learn something different? To think differently, you have to be constantly learning something different. So I challenge you today, and this is a good time to start thinking about these things as we approach the new year. What is going to happen differently in your life? It is only going to happen if you spend time differently, you think differently, and then you learn something different. Thank you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.